You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I woke up this morning, got myself a gun. Mama always said I'd be the chosen one.
We told you a couple of weeks ago, based on language in publicly available indictments, that the FBI clearly had foreknowledge of the riot at the Capitol that day. And the agents we spoke to this weekend confirmed that is true. Quote, the FBI had sources in that crowd, confidential sources, snitches. That's 100% certain. But it's not just political protesters the government is spying on. Yesterday, we heard from a whistleblower within the U.S. government who reached out to warn us that the NSA, the National Security Agency, is monitoring our electronic communications and is planning to leak them in an attempt to take this show off the air.
Pretty strong words from Tucker Carlson. This is June 30th, 2021. I want to point out, and I will repeat it from time to time, I'm a very big fan of Tucker Carlson. But the statement he just released that you heard then, that the NSA is spying on his program in an effort to take it off the air, I'm afraid I'm going to have more than Tucker Carlson's word. I'm going to have to see some proof. I'm going to have to see some kind of evidence. Now, he has and his team have filed a Freedom of Information Act with the government. It's a request, I should say, Freedom of Information request with the government to get documents that would prove apparently what a whistleblower told them. Tucker's convinced it's happening. He presented no evidence, none whatsoever. Again, I'm a big fan of Tucker Carlson. But when you make a claim like that, you're going to have to back it up. I called balls and strikes on this program. I've told you before, you may not like that. You may want me to only, hey, you're getting out of your lane. You're supposed to always be in this lane, Larry. You're getting too close to dependents. Oh, now you're getting too close to liberals. Now you're getting too close to the fake news, or as I call them, the state-controlled media. Wait a minute before you start that. First of all, and I love saying this, it's my program. I can do what I want. I can change lanes anytime I want. But my obligation to you is critical. And 50-plus years in news, I have a basic fabric that I'm going to be fair and even. As a news anchor, I could never express an opinion. This is my program. I can say what I want. And you may like it, love it, hate it, rip it. It's your option at that end. I'm not the only one questioning Tucker. I was trying to get Jim Garrick lined up. We had Jim on the other day, as you well know. And we were talking at that time about another subject, a story he had done. But he knows basically things that need to be answered here. And he did a very good column raising the same questions I had as I heard Tucker Carlson make that statement. I wanted to get him lined up as a guest today. He obviously is being besieged, and it probably won't happen, but that doesn't mean we won't revisit. We have a lot of other things also to cover over the next 2 hours. We have a lot of material. Believe me, some of it is still being gathered as I speak, and I mean that literally. In fact, I'm getting details of one coming across right now, which I'll give you in just a moment. But I'm going to have to hold on that one. In the meantime, you've got Congressman Clyburn. He's a very staunch Democrat. He was part of the effort with Martin Luther King and others to basically make sure civil rights were applied evenly across the South at that time. And Congressman Clyburn, Democrat, South Carolina, says this defund the police thing we've been hearing from the Democrats, that's going to destroy us and our movement. He's against it. We're also going to hear from Congresswoman Omar defending anti-Semitic remarks, saying I have a perfect reason to say it. We're also going to be joined by Ed Hazelmeyer of the Heritage Foundation. A lot of questions about the vaccines. Are they going to be effective? Are they going to be effective against variants? Should children be getting them? Are all the vaccines safe to begin with? And, of course, the allegations that Batwoman at the Wuhan lab has direct, numerous ties to the military. And they want us to believe that it just leaked out, and they want us to believe they were not trying gain of function, weaponizing. We have a lot to cover. Lock and load. Ready on the right.
You can email Larry at LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com. LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com.